Hello dear students. In this lecture, we are going to start paper number 6, Grammar and the Art of Writing. And the first unit in this paper is Phonetics and Morphology. Uh, in the phonetics, we are going to learn what phonetics is, what is phoneme, its distinctive features, uh, phonemes or sounds in English, how they are divided into vowels and consonants, diphthongs, consonant clusters, and transcription, which is very important, using phonetic script. And we should also try to understand what is the difference between BRP and Indian English, or GIE. BRP means British uh, Standard Pronunciation of English, and received pronunciation, British received pronunciation, which is called as standard pronunciation, and Indian English, a variety of English, established variety of English, which now is called as GIE. So we should try to understand all these factors or the topics, subtopics in this particular subtopic of unit number 1, that is phonetics. Um, First, what phonetics is. Phonetics is a branch of linguistics that studies how humans make and perceive sounds. Linguistics. Linguistics means science of studying uh, language, Bhasha Shastra. And phonetics is a branch of linguistics, a very important branch which studies pronunciation or the sounds, or how the sounds are produced. All human sounds, not sounds in particular language, the sounds in any language, how they are perceived and transmitted and perceived, sorry, produced, transmitted and perceived. So phonetics is the study of all human speech sounds in general. Phone means human sound and tics means science. Thus, phonetics means, or it becomes, science of sounds in any language. Now, I think it's clear. So, we should try to understand another term, that is phonology. Now, what is the difference between phonetics and phonology? Phonology is the study of speech sounds in a particular language. Particular, say in English or Hindi or Marathi or Spanish or French, any particular language. So because every language has its own sound system, and when we study the sound system or the speech sounds of any particular language, that is called as phonology, not phonetics. Phonetics is a general term in which you study all sounds in the language of any in any language of the world. So it is general, but phonology is particular. It is the use. Phonology means use and organization of speech sounds in a particular language. When we speak that particular language, how the sounds are used, how they are organized to produce a particular sound or speech, a particular pronunciation of a particular word. So phonology of English language is different from phonology of Hindi or phonology of Marathi. The number of sounds in each language are also different. Number of alphabets are also different. So you should not confuse between alphabets and sounds. The letters we use for writing A, B, C, D, they are called as alphabets. In Marathi, they are K, Kh, G, Gh. But the sounds we use for speech or for pronunciation of a particular word, that is called as uh, you know that is called as those particular that particular pronunciation is called as sound. For example, in the word book, you write the word with the help of the alphabets B-O-O-K, B-double-O-K. You write this with the alphabets. But when you pronounce the word, you say book, means you produce the sound b, u, and k, and together it becomes book. So this is the sound system. When we want to understand any language, speak a particular language, then we should understand the sounds in that language or the sound system, how they are used, how they are organized. That comes under phonology of that language. So phonetics is a broad term, it's a general term, but phonology is limited to a particular language. So every language has its different phonology, this different sound system or speech sounds. Now, what is phoneme? Phoneme is the smallest unit of sound in a word that makes a difference in its pronunciation and meaning. Phoneme is also called as sound, or phoneme is called as smallest unit of word or sound. That makes, because of phoneme, every word becomes different in pronunciation and meaning also. Phoneme represents a sound or a group of sounds in a language. Phoneme, for example, we should try to understand this concept or phoneme with the help of the examples. There are 3 phonemes in the word men. When we pronounce the word men, we pronounce 3 sounds together. That is m, e, n. M, e, n. Together it becomes men. Another word, 10, has 3 phonemes, t, e, n, n. So, t, e, and n together become 10. These 2 words, men and 10, are different. Their pronunciation is different and their meaning is different. This happened due to one phoneme which is different in 2 words. Though 2 other phonemes are common, e and n are common, but m and t are different phonemes in these 2 words, and they make the difference in pronunciation and meaning of these 2 words. M in men is replaced with t in 10, and because of that, the meaning and the pronunciation is changed. The words become different when we replace the phonemes. So phonemes are very important. They can change the phonemes or the sounds. If we change the phoneme or the sound in a word, the word becomes different. Its pronunciation changes, its meaning also changes, as we have seen in this example very clearly. You can take another example and find out the difference. Okay. Distinctive features of phoneme. Distinctive feature means a feature which distinguishes one phoneme from another. Means every phoneme, each phoneme or sound has its a different feature which is not found in another sound. It is different from other phoneme in this or that way. At least one distinctive feature makes that phoneme different from another phoneme. And what is that distinctive feature? We have to understand. What is that? That is also called as phonemic feature. For example, sounds or phonemes th and b are both bilabial. Bilabial means pronounced with the help of two lips. Because when we pronounce sounds, our mouth organs are used in the pronunciation. Different organs are used for the pronunciation of different sounds. When you pronounce p, p, p and b, 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 two lips are used. Two lips are closed or they come together, and then when we open them again, suddenly air comes out and the sound is created or the produced, and such as th and b. Both are produced at the same position in the mouth, that is bilabial, using two lips. So both are bilabial. Both have the features, same features of place of articulation, means place where they are produced, that place is two lips, and so that's why their one feature is common. But they are different in about another feature, their voicing quality. Voicing, how to check voicing quality or voicing of a sound? If you want, in some of the sounds are voiceless, they are categorized as voiceless and voiced. Some sounds are voiceless and some are voiced. How can we understand this voicing quality? You know, there are vocal cords here in the neck. So when you want to check the voicing of the sounds, you just put your fingers on this vocal cords, this portion, uh, the large portion on this neck is called as vocal cords. You put your fingers on these vocal cords and you just mm, pronounce the sound p and b, p and b, p, p, b, p, b. You will find that when you pronounce p, there is no vibration here, because vocal cords inside the neck here in the windpipe, they are wide apart. But when you pronounce the sound b, 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 you will feel the vibration. And uh, when you will feel vibration in the pronunciation of the sound, that sound is voiced sound. And if there are no vibration, that becomes voiceless. When you pronounce, s, 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 there is no vibration. But if you pronounce z, 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 you will find vibration. If you say k, 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 when you say g, 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 k, g, k, g. You will find k is voiceless and g is voiced. So we'll try to understand with the help of this experiment, or you can understand with the help of this experiment uh, how the sounds are voiced or voiceless. Um, Phonemes m and n are voiced. Both are voiced. You can check by putting your fingers on the vocal cords. You will pronounce m and n, and you'll find that both are voiced. But what makes them different? Because each phoneme is different from other phoneme in at least one feature. But what makes difference? One more common feature in m and n is nasal. They both are nasal. Nasal means, what is nasal? In English, there are only three nasal sounds. First is m, second is n, and third is n. So these three sounds are nasal because when we pronounce these sounds, air comes out of nose. But in case of other sounds, they are oral sounds, and in case of them, air comes out from mouth. Because air plays very important role in the production of sounds. Without air, we cannot produce any sound. So both are, yeah, m and n are voiced and nasal, but one different feature among them is their place is different. Their place of articulation means where they are produced in the mouth. When you pronounce m, it is bilabial. It is pronounced with the help of two lips, m. But when you pronounce n, you can find that n. What happens? N, the n. The blade, n, not tip of the tongue. The blade of the tongue touches the ridge, alveolar ridge. Ridge means, the hard part of the behind the teeth, the hard part of your mouth behind the teeth. दातांच्या पाठीमागे जो कठीण भाग आहे ना, जसं जिभेला लागतो दाताच्या पाठीमागे गेल्यानंतर, that is called as alveolar ridge. So when you pronounce n, your the blade means जिभेचा शेंड्याचा जरासा पाठीमागचा भाग जो आहे, that is called as the blade of tongue. तो जो पार्ट म्हणजे tongue touches alveolar ridge and the ear is blocked there. See, you just try to pronounce the word n, 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 n. You will find the position where how it is pronounced, or the place where it is pronounced with the mouth. So m is bilabial. It is pronounced with the lips, and n is pronounced with the alveolar ridge and the tongue. So the position or the place of articulation is different. That makes them different from each other, and the different sound is created because of that. Every phoneme has at least one distinctive feature which makes it different from another phoneme. Now, phonemes or sounds in English, how many they are? Each language has particular number of sounds. In English, the number of sounds or the phonemes is 44. They are divided into vowels and consonants. English language has 26 letters. There are 26 alphabets, particular, A to Z, A, B, C, D, up to Z. They are called as alphabets, and they are 26. But when we speak English, 44 sounds are created for speaking English, or are used for speaking English. And those 44 sounds or phonemes are again divided into two different types. That is, vowels and consonants. Vowels, phonemes. Phonemes means ध्वनी. एखाद्या भाषेमध्ये ज्या ध्वनींचा वापर केला जातो भाषा बोलण्यासाठी, those are called as phonemes. A particular sound or a group of sound means p or sk, or sp. Combination also can create a phoneme, or there may be a combination also. So or there may be x, 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 or maybe just k and s, and p and d and t, like this sounds or phonemes are there, and they are divided into two types: vowels and consonants. Vowels in Marathi would be called swar, and consonants means vyanjan. How they are divided into two types? That is, the sounds which are produced with when the production of the sounds, if the ear is blocked somewhere, obstruction of ear is there, and the sound is created. In case of every sound, ear is released in English sounds, but sometimes this for some particular period, ear is blocked and then it is released. So particularly in case of consonants, p, b, m, t, d, ear is blocked somewhere and then released, then so they are called as consonants. But in case of vowels, when you pronounce a, a, I, U, E, ear is not blocked. Ear comes out without any hindrance from here to outside or through the mouth. Is released through the mouth. So they are called as vowels. In English, there are 24 consonants and 20 vowels. Vowels are again divided into two types: pure vowels and diphthongs. Pure vowels are also called as monophthongs, single vowels, and diphthongs are the combination of two pure vowels. So there are 12 pure vowels and 8 diphthongs. Now, what is the difference between alphabets and phonemes? I have already discussed with you now. So there are 26 alphabets in English. Alphabets are used for writing a word. They represent spelling. Phonemes represent pronunciation of a word, and visual representation of phonemes or sounds is shown between slash. Sounds are written between slash. So you don't read this as P or R or F or yes. You have to read the sounds like P, R, R, F, S. For example, there are 4 alphabets in the word part, while in its pronunciation, 3 phonemes are used. Spelling is P-A-R-T. We read the spelling P-A-R-T, and sound or the pronunciation part. The sounds used are, the phonemes are P, A, T, part, P, A, T, part. So this is the difference between writing and pronunciation. I think it's clear with you now what is phonetics, what is phonology, what is phoneme, and everything about this. So let's stop here and meet again with in another lecture in which we shall try to understand the speech organs. So we shall stop here now.